players will all agree, Desmond Russell tonight, which is fabulous. He competed his heart out. He's 129 pitches in the game, and he's throwing balls 90, 91 miles an hour. Late, I thought he really was throwing 4 different pitches in the strike zone. He was just a warrior, and I think we're very fortunate to beat a very good Jackson State club. And I know there are a lot of people around the country who are not familiar with their program, but Omar does an incredible job, and those guys can beat anybody. And I feel fortunate that we got through this one tonight and have to win a ball game in tournament play, which puts us, in a better position certainly. But my hat's off to them. They made excellent defensive plays. They, I thought they hung in there pretty darn well until Jonathan came in and really slammed the door and pitched well. But they're a very, very good club, and they've been very well coached, and you can just tell they have a lot of older kids who have been around, and they've been waiting for this opportunity, and they've made the most of it.
Questions for the student athletes?
Gavin, when you're catching Holder and he comes in there some, lunges and knee buckling and awkward swings, do you notice that, and kind of what goes through your mind when you're pitch calling when you see the off-balance swings like that?
That's a credit to him. He works so hard every single time he goes out, and when I see that, it kind of it automatically gives me encouragement to throw that pitch again. But either his fastball or his curveball are both his hardest pitches to hit. Either one is harder to hit than the other. It's just he mixes it up so well. He does such a good job of just pounding the zone, and then when he gets to a certain count where he needs to be a little bit outside the zone, he just hits that spot really well, and he just does a great job.
John, can you talk about getting your fastball over? That seemed to be the big difference between you and Hoover and tonight.
Yeah, it's a big deal. Getting ahead early was a key tonight because Jackson State can swing it, and when you fall behind on them, they have a tendency to put a really good swing on the ball. So I kind of just tried to learn watching the game last night and watching Benny do a good job today of just getting ahead early and using my fastball to my advantage.
John, is that about the livest your arm has felt in a while? Because you weren't just locating, you were consistently hitting there in the mid-90s when you came out of the bullpen.
Yeah, I made a few physical adjustments. Been working over the whole year really, and I feel like I kind of got some stuff figured out. It's about the right time to do that, I guess. But yeah, it felt pretty good tonight.
What's your mindset, John, when you come in and the bases are loaded, 2 outs, and the game's tied? What's your mindset?
Just to be aggressive, because I don't really know where we were at in their order, but I didn't want to walk anybody in, and so I had to go ahead and just trust my stuff that I was going to get an out some way.
John, you seem like you, this might not be the right word, but you enjoy those high-pressure situations. You usually do pretty well. Is that a mindset thing with you? I mean, do you get excited when you go in somewhere like that?
Yeah, those are situations that I love the best. Adrenaline filled. Adrenaline's kind of my key. So when I get to come in situations that are high pressure, adrenaline rush, I feel like my stuff's a little sharper maybe, and that I pound the zone. And Gavin does a great job calling pitches and locating and knowing what the hitter's done before. And Ben had him swinging tonight, so it makes my job a little bit easier when I come in and they're already swinging a little bit.
For Gavin and Brett, it seemed like you guys wanted to make things happen, especially on the bases. Gavin, you took second on your RBI hit. Brett, you took second on what looked like a routine single. Was that talked about, and was that part of the game plan tonight?
That's just being aggressive. I mean, we're trying to get as many runs as we can, and trying to take advantage of the game, stuff like that. And he did a good job too, taking second base. Because we work on that when someone's going home. You got to take second with 2 outs, just because it'll help score the run and also get another run on base. So that's just something we work on, and it helps us to our advantage just to be aggressive overall in the game. So.
Just what he said. He works his butt off every single day, and we saw the outfielders playing kind of back. In the first inning, they played deep pretty much throughout, every guy in the lineup, and and we want to try and test their arms. They're all a very good team, but when you're playing deep like that and there's a ball kind of offline when you're playing so far back, you got to test that arm. If you get a good round at first base, you just got to take off and go. And with one out, it's a good time to go, and that's what Brett did.